It looks like we're live. So, hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing
I need to change it to live
this
chat.
fine ass day? I need to also make sure that it doesn't do the thing where it starts playing. I wish I could just pre-pause it. Go away. No one likes you, Cessic. Yes. So, shocking amount of no one chatting in the live chat. That's usually... There they are. Thank God. I always think if there's no chat in the live chat, I fuck something up and it's all broken and I have to do the big feel bad. Hello, Nova the Dancing Song, which is confusing as a name, but yeah, hi. You're doing terrible? I mean, this stream apparently is. Unless no one's allowed to talk in it or something. If that is a thing that is currently happening, a couple of you know to message me on the old tweeters, but yeah, that's a bit strange. That is genuine lacking of people talking, which is, yeah. I'm going to make sure that it's actually, like, published. It's showing as live now. Oh, there we go. I've paused the main one. Hi, thanks for keeping me company at work. You are welcome, Crafty Raven. You, Crafty Raven. It's the translation of the Norse part of my name. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, so, thankfully, people are actually turning up now. That's always a concern. Anybody who's here from last week thinking, that was really cool, you did the live debunk. Yeah, that's not happening this week. That was... not necessarily a one-off thing, because I would definitely like to do that again. That was a lot of fun. But I'm not going to go out of my way to find random shit. I might do it maybe once a month, but don't fucking quote me on that. I am not very good at repeating goodness, as it were. So, yeah. But that video, fucking hell, that stream last week, easily the highest rated, viewed, used live stream I've ever done by degrees. It is currently sitting at something along the lines of 11,000 views, which is completely fucking insane for a live stream. Like, just... that's like... poor numbers for a main Sursic video, but also an amount that I'd be like, yeah, that makes at least some fucking sense. So, yeah. It was good fun though, wasn't it, last week?
Yeah.
Mrs. Sick is suffering from the pressures of the head because the air pressure decided to go up, and you're very sensitive to that, aren't you? So you're not a very happy girl right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll start feeling better soon. But, yeah.
Oh, I can't really process what you're saying very well.
Is it all coming as a wave of noise? Because that's what I'm normally like.
It kind of just feels like there's a delay in my head.
Oof. You might want to go lie down, babes. They'll have to put up with just me. Like, if you're really struggling, you shouldn't be here.
I just need to sit back.
Yeah, try that. My dad believes every single thing I have ever seen in any of your videos, minus the flat earth thing. Well, at least he's not completely stupid. No offense. But god damn. I just finished editing a video. What type of whiskey does this grant me? Any type you want. Volume is low. I may have fucked about with audio settings last week because the guy's fucking noise was garbage. But if you mean in terms of Mrs. Sick, that's because she is talking incredibly quietly at the moment because she doesn't feel well. Other than that, I don't know. Like, I could turn it up a bit, but I guess I could do some gain.
Get them gains.
I can never remember. Sorry about that. You'll hear lots of bumps. Right. I mean, it's no lower than it's normally doing. I made this stupid channel just to say hello. My tooth hurts. At least you're not Tusk, because apparently his finger hurts. Oh, yeah, so, no super future plans to do another one of those videos, another one of those streams again, but I would definitely like to do another one. It was a lot of fun. And what's wrong with the missus? She's sensitive to air pressure changes, and apparently the air pressure is up at the moment. It's mostly because she's got an issue with her spine, which basically, when it's really, really, really bad, she literally cries spinal fluid. So, I mean, it's pretty fucking metal, but yeah, like it leaks out of her face. Right now, it's not a 10, is it?
No.
It's just a little bit extra pressure today. I think it's because the weather's being an asshole.
Feels better when I lean back though.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Good. I have turned it up. Although on your end, you have this little thing on your devices that's like a volume up. You can always try that. Good plans. And if you're like, oh, I'm listening on a phone, well, stop doing that. Listen on a more powerful device, or get a. You can always get a little amp and DAC for a phone that will output. Get some big headphones. I mean, you might not be able to get away with that if you're like in a work environment, but at the very least, it'll be a much more powerful experience. Or, not to say it'd be a CSF through the sinuses, sweet Jesus. It's not fun. I want to be a Bionicle when I grow up. Who doesn't? I never understood Bionicle. I was way too late for that particular toy. I don't know, but I was definitely sort of in my early teens at the very least when Bionicle showed up. So I was just like, this is not for me. No pain, no gain. But she gets the pain and there's no benefit to it. It's just pain. Audio level is fine, by the way. Yeah, I would hope so, because it was basically default. It was how it normally is. So, but I always worry that I fuck something up. If I ever change anything even slightly, it's always going to be something. Right, okay, I don't need that anymore. Crowdfund Mrs. Six-sized vacuum chamber for when the weather is being a dick. Would that not be a very fast way to kill her? By accident. You'd want a pressure chamber. What do they use for people with the bends? Decompression chamber, yeah. So
I was going to say iron lung, but that's different.
No, an iron lung is very different. Iron lungs are kind of in a strange way.
Jesus Christ.
This will probably be my last super chat, going through Patreon instead, since YouTube takes a higher percentage of funds, but I adore you terrible people. Thank you very much, Sammy. That's very nice of you. Yeah, and that's a thing with YouTube. They've recently done a thing with the American government where they're trying to take... I don't really get it, and maybe someone could explain it better to me, but basically, we got an email. I'm assuming lots of people got this email saying... you need to sort out a tax thing, a specifically American tax thing, and all your viewership or your ad revenue or your super chats, if they've come from America, the tax is going to the US. But I don't know if that means... From what we understand, it probably means that I only have to pay that tax once, but then I'll still have to pay tax on everything else. It's made it all very confusing, and I fucking hate it when they do that. Just adding a little annoying job where I have to do a big maths and like figure out and not fuck it up, because God forbid I fuck it up. There's a great, I can't remember who said it, but there's a great joke about taxes and saying the America, we in America specifically, we expect you to do all your taxes yourself, but don't fuck it up because we know what they should be. And it's like, then why don't you do it for me? No, how are we supposed to fuck you? Or how is it, I assume that because of how sort of certain things work in America, it's probably something to do with some big business that makes a lot of money out of people fucking up their taxes. Playing Fallout 4 while listening to you is oddly relaxing. Maybe we'll set up a mod where you can have terrible streams for terrible people come through your Pip-Boy.
Yeah, you just need to sing, I don't want to set the world on fire.
But I do want to set the world on fire.
I do want to set the world on fire.
I really want to set the world on fire. And I want to set fire to my farts. Hey everyone, frying up a rasher of salted pork belly today. Good for you. Not even the Joker fucks with the IRS. Yes, that's actually weirdly true. The other one is that the Joker doesn't like Nazis. It's like, I might be a psychopath, but I'm an American psychopath. Fuck you, Nazis. So the concept of someone says, wait, you have to pay America from not America. The whole idea is that any ad revenue or thingies, super chats, anything like that comes from America, as in American viewership or whatever, is subject to American taxation. And it's just like, okay, but when it gets to my end, do I still have to pay taxes on that? Because that's really fucked.
Basically, they've reclassified what you get from YouTube as royalties.
Yeah, apparently that's how they've changed it.
Yeah, and because of that, they get taxed.
Yeah.
But only the ones from the US.
Yeah. So it's a whole fucking annoying thing that I have to sort out within the next couple of months that I don't really want to do. And don't forget about the fact that I do my taxes next month, which is like days away. So I'm not particularly looking forward to any of that. Oh, I'm so fucking bad at doing my taxes. Although I'm getting a lot better at it. Speaking of them, the next video I finished is about anti-Semitism. Wasn't that cute? Nazi and America being mutually exclusive. It's actually easy to cheat on your taxes in the USA, as long as you're not doing it on a large scale and no one notices. It's when you start having things you shouldn't that they look into it. Or if you're really doing it at just a ridiculous scale when you're a multi-billion-dollar company and you just pay zero taxes somehow, then it's also very easy to do. I fucking hate that. Like, I'm not someone who's like, oh, fuck capitalism in its entirety. I think that's a very silly position. But unabashed, crazy, out of control capitalism is very, very bad and stupid and counterproductive. So when fucking huge companies just don't pay any tax, Activision is one that comes to mind because I'm into gaming, and it's just like, fuck you guys, pay your fucking taxes. Just pay your goddamn taxes. Fuck's sake, if everybody else has to, you have to. You have fucking billions of dollars in your bank account. Just pay your fucking taxes. Like, oh, God. The shit is super annoying.
If you pay taxes, you get to complain about how shitty things are.
Exactly. God, I bet they do complain about how shitty things are. Oh, I don't not pay my taxes for these things not to be done. Fuck you. You don't have to pay any taxes. I mean, technically, that's true. I mean, there's other ways that you can not pay taxes, but without any money. Mr. Sick, why do you have a Disney park-sized whiskey fountain? I just happened. Yeah, it rose out of the ground like a whiskey volcano. That sounds fucking awesome. I want a whiskey volcano. It's much bigger than a whiskey fountain. Fuck that shit. That shit's for fucking babies. Howdy from Texas. Howdy, George. Isn't Sursic and spoon stuff a multi-billion industry? You'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, it's actually quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Quite quaint in its ability to produce income. Not exactly impressive. I mean, spoon stuff doesn't produce any income at the moment because, A, because we're still building it up, and B, you have to have X amount of viewership on it. and we are skirting that line and reckon that the next episode will actually get us over that particular hurdle. But for now, no. No. Wasn't the Boston Tea Party about no taxation without representation? I believe so, but I wouldn't want to be a person to...
I thought it was just people who didn't like tea.
I hope you are being genuine right now. I just don't like tea. Fuck. Yeah.
Either that.
Just grossed out.
Either that, or it was an attempt to make the world's biggest cup of tea by throwing it all into the harbour.
That was always my theory.
Yeah.
The Boston Tea Party. It was the worldwide tea party. If you've been watching the Iceland volcano, there are live cams, and it's weirdly calming. I don't know if I would find that calming or horrifying.
I'd be like, every time I see something slightly move, I know, is it going off?
There was one, like a lava flow, and it was fucking enormous, and some people were standing in front of it, and the back of my brain just felt like a Metal Gear Solid alert sound, but constant. It did not like that. It's like, nope, no, bad lava, bad.
There's I can't remember where it is, but there's this like sulfur pit.
Okay.
And it's got like bubbling sulfur things. They look into it because they're trying to test if creatures can actually live in it, like microbes and stuff. And they found that some certain microbes can actually live in it. So it's sort of like the beginning of life on Earth type stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
But the people there as well, they all have to wear hazmat suits and stuff because the air is deadly toxic. And they like got massive gloves on trying to collect samples. And I'm like, oh god, that's harrowing.
So about the Boston Tea Party, that's what was claimed about it, but it was all a lie. We actually had representation. Ben Franklin was our representative. He just never told the Brits we were pissed. Oof. I mean, there is always, there's always the, oh, isn't this a wonderful, amazing, interesting thing? And then you put the human element into it, and then someone was acting a bit of a dick. Hey, Megadose, you made it. Woohoo! Oh, you've got a big glass of whiskey there. That's getting on a bit. I like it. Fire and brimstone is calming. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's literal fire and brimstone. I mean, it's calming for me as sick because you've got the death and destruction that it could do to humans. Eating puffins, pitchforks, and purged by flame. I have no idea. What are we talking about? Volcanoes and taxes. And we've got to toss one into the other, but we're not sure which.
Volcanoes, taxes, and tea.
Actually, no. Do you know what? I actually find paying taxes a point of pride. Like, I like actually paying my taxes. It makes me feel good. But I don't like having to make it difficult. And that's my major concern. It's like, I almost don't care how much it is. I just don't want it to be a pain in the ass to do. How do they pay? How do they tax you outside of the country? What do they do if you say screw it and not pay? In terms of what YouTube is doing, I believe YouTube are going to take it.
They'll just take it out before they give you the money from your channel. They'll just take it out beforehand.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly because one of the things it says is if I don't figure out exactly how much I'm supposed to pay, then they will charge a flat 24% I believe in the entirety of your YouTube earnings, not just. Like, my American viewership, while large, is still half. So, it's that amount on half of my whole amount instead of 24% on every... It's whatever amount on... I don't fucking know. I don't know how it works. I'm surprised to see a lack of people, making videos explaining how it's supposed to work.
Never mind. True Blue Cat said it. Brimstone is just a fancy word for sulfur.
Brimstone is a much better word for sulfur.
Yeah.
Brimstone.
Usually it's big chunks of sulfur.
Chunky sulfur.
Chunky sulfur.
Fire and chunky sulfur. The devil brings his chunky sulfur. Which it mostly sounds like that sounds like a euphemism for being sick.
So you think like hell is supposed to be fire and brimstone is sulfur. So does that mean that hell is full of farts?
Oh yeah.
Eggy farts.
That's kind of one of the things is that hell is supposed to smell. What's a smell that you really wouldn't want to spend the rest of eternity in? Eggy farts would be pretty bad.
That's pretty bad, yeah.
It's pretty fucking bad. Probably smells a bit of vomit as well. I wouldn't mind paying taxes if they went to something, roads and schools and such, unfortunately. That doesn't happen as much as it should. I mean, it happens. Of course it fucking happens. It's when they spend it on stupid shit, and it's just like, are you fucking joking? Some pointless statue, or some fucking... I don't mind a decent park, but then they'll do something stupid with it and make it so that you're not allowed to sit in it, even though it's public property. Shit like that fucking annoys me. But, yeah. I say, I don't mind paying taxes. Although, speaking of, this year, because of Rona, we've had a weirdly decent year, but it's pushed us up slightly into another tax bracket. And I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to pay that much. So, well, it's not pushed us up. It's just made my taxes way bigger. So I've spent more than I would have to, fuck that. No. Why did I think? No. I went up into actual taxability last year. That was my bump up into a tax bracket. But that was barely. But this year we've actually got a decent amount of money, and it's suddenly like, oh, fucking hell. And I didn't want to give them any taxes, so I've tried to, like, bring my money as far down as possible by upgrading all of my shit. I have a tip, don't vote for Tories. I mean, I just don't vote for anybody because they're all bastards.
Yeah, I don't vote.
I mean, that's one of the things I kind of do and don't like about...
If there was someone that I actually wanted to vote for, then I'd actually get off my ass and go.
Yeah.
But nobody seems fucking worth it.
But that's sort of a classic thing in the UK, is that we're much, much less into our politicians. Like, nobody likes our politicians. I got an ad the other day for some guy called Brian Rose, I think. It was for Mayor of London. And it was the cringiest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I have no fucking say in who's Mayor of London.
Political adverts in the UK just doesn't work, so we just take the piss out of them. We don't take them seriously at all.
Well, we used to have this thing called party political broadcasts, which was the only... They had set things that they were allowed to do. You're a Tony Blair apologist. Because Tony Blair's a massive cunt. Don't you remember? Like, most politicians have good things and bad things, obviously. But it's just... I think it's just being a politician just makes you a cunt. I don't know. I mean, I'm already a cunt, so maybe I should... Brian Rose is the bell end.
I've watched this thing. There was this Scottish girl. She looked quite young. She must have been like 25 or something. But she was... she says she got into politics because she actually wants to change things, and she didn't come from a big fancy school like a lot of these people do. She grew up in a council house.
Yeah.
And she's saying like she worked her ass off in order to get to where she is, and she actually really wants to make changes. And loads of people really like her because she's a lot more down to earth.
Yeah.
And she actually goes around and visits places, and actually does be a representative for her area. And it's like, wow, somebody who actually gives a shit. That's nice.
His domestic policies were pretty good. Well, I mean, there's every chance. I didn't really pay attention to that. The thing I noticed was the whole war thing. And I don't know, that's his legacy. Unfortunately. Lord Buckethead.
Lord Buckethead.
But yeah, Megadose. If you're genuinely not being funny about that, yeah, we have a queen, but we have a democracy and parliament and shit. She is a figurehead.
Yeah.
Rather than a person with any actual power.
Like, people have to, like, obviously, because she's sort of, like, still involved in the politics, but she doesn't really have a say.
She has a job that she has to ratify, or some fucking other word for allow.
Yeah,
she's not really allowed not to do that, because if she doesn't do what she's told, she could easily be just like, okay, fuck it, kick him out.
Yeah, ousted.
And that would lead to a life that she probably wouldn't be super into.
The way it's shown is that the government, Parliament, work for the Queen on her behalf. But if she says, oh, I don't want Parliament anymore, she can't say that, because it just wouldn't work. So technically she doesn't really have any power, but she kind of does, and then doesn't, but she's mainly just a tourist attraction.
Jesus wept, who let that fat Scottish cunt in here? Seriously, Jesus Christ, that dog.
Oh, me or you?
I don't know. I don't know who he's talking about.
You're more Scottish than I am.
I'm a bit Scottish. I'm a bit Irish.
Yeah, but you're more Scottish than I am.
I'm a bit Australian. I'm a bit Mediterranean.
And Norse.
And a bit Norse. But I'm still mostly English for whatever reason. Technically, she has a lot of power. She just agrees not to use it, and Parliament agrees not to behead her. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
That's a very good way to put it. She's an influencer. Queen here. How's my queenies? I don't fucking know what to call you slags. Queen slags, yeah. I've been busting it out with the corgis. We decided to
be honest,
get fat blazed.
If she did that,
it'd be fucking amazing.
It would be amazing.
I'd be so much more into the Queen if she was just like zero fucks given. Apparently she's a laugh as a normal person when she's not like in the spotlight.
When she's not trying to be queen, yeah.
But everything else is just like they've got this set of rigid shit that they have to do, and it just it is incredibly boring. And there's a good reason why
having to portray the monarchy as this sort of like amazing, above other people type crap when really she's really down to earth.
But yeah, like. There's the whole thing with, was it Harry and Meghan?
I vaguely followed that. I don't really care.
Well, it's people who are really fucking salty at them. I was like, fuck off. Let them do what the fuck they want. They're people. They're allowed. They should be allowed.
I know that a lot of
and people are like, oh, everyone's paying attention to them. Yeah, of course they are. They're fucking royalty.
I know that a lot of Americans are really into the royals for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But they're just people.
Yeah, they are just people.
In fact, they're more boring than normal celebrities are, so...
I do think that there's a certain sort of deep-rooted concept that the royals are somehow special. Like, we live with them. We don't give a fuck. We tolerate. English people tolerate the royal family. Apparently their value as tourism value is higher than they cost to keep. And if that is true and remains true, although after Rona, who the fuck knows? But if that...
Oh, Tusky's back. Hi, baby.
Guess what? Oh, fuck. Something, smelly finger. The Queen is entitled to whales and sturgeons washed up on the UK shores. She can have them. We think it's funny that your rulers are an old lady and a toddler. I mean...
We only have... Like, what do you mean, like, Boris?
I don't know, but the Queen is not a ruler.
Boris reminds me of, like, you know those troll dolls that they had in the 90s, early 2000s?
I mean, if you made one that looked like him, it would just look like a troll doll.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a thing with the sort of power dynamics. And one of the ones was they were showing how it was a while ago, obviously, but it was Tony Blair and I want to call him Bill Bailey then.
Bill Bailey.
George Bush. When they were interacting, George Bush made all the sort of powerful moves and he led people and But when he interacted with the Queen, he was completely flustered and very like, oh, I don't know what to do, because she I talk a lot of shit about the Queen, but she knows who she is and what she's fucking doing in any situation. Like she doesn't give a shit. She just does her job and then is fucking ridiculously wealthy and can have whatever the fuck she wants, and yeah. Ooh. The only thing annoyed me is Harry crying about being cut off financially from the family and having to sign a 37 million Netflix deal. Oh, how awful, Harry. Yeah, like, dude, you are still a royal. You are going to be wealthy for the rest of your life. People will want a piece of you as a human being. Like, people who are complaining about them just being in the spotlight. Yeah, that's not actually their fault, necessarily. No, I mean, they could certainly goad it, but they could do nothing. They could try their best to stay out of the way, and people would still be like, what the fuck are they doing? Are they having a barbecue?
No, but put it this way, though. Like, random celebrity walking down the street, doing whatever, doing their shopping, and people put it on magazines everywhere.
Oh, I really hate that.
It's just, they're doing their normal fucking shopping, and people are like, oh, wow, what are they buying? Are they buying groceries? Oh, my God. So-and-so bought cigarettes. Ooh. And it's just, it's the same thing.
Oh, God. Can you imagine?
They're celebrities, so they just
The thing is, can you imagine actually caring?
Oh, fucking hell.
Like, you can't blame the tabloids for doing that. Because people buy these...
Yeah, people buy it.
People buy it. And I want to find out who the people who buy it are and fire them into the sun, because they are clearly a detriment to society. Fucking hell. The Queen gets her Capri Sun after opening a bridge. I could see her. Capri Suns are amazing, especially when you get a little funnel and pour some whiskey.
My finger is starting to glow.
Yes, I was trying to... My finger is starting to glow a little and making a quiet humming noise. I'm pretty sure that something is living just beneath the nail, as my appetite has increased in the past few weeks. Your appetite for what exactly? Fingers. Been eating more fingers.
Tusk is now E.T.
E-Tusk.
E-Tusk.
E-Tusk, go finger. I think the Queen is going to be the last monarch in the UK. She's where she is now because of her actions during World War II. I remember that. The machine guns, the sideways jumping, slow motion.
On the Panzer.
Yeah. Surfing on a Panzer. It's fucking awesome.
All those bikini shots.
Okay, troops, you're gonna go and fight those fuckers. You're doing it for these babies. Gets her tits out. Go on, boys. You know that these girls like.
Oh, if you want motivation, there you go.
Jesus. But we all know when Kerry Katona goes to TK Maxx. Oh, fuck's sake. I am so glad that 90% of what I ingest as content just has none of that kind of shit. Like, I turn off a lot of advertising, like, specifics. So I just get just the most random fucking adverts ever. I get some really weird and interesting ones. I like it because occasionally I'll get some fucking... almost every single time I've ever gotten more than one motivational... Or, not motivational, but... someone trying to sell people on some bullshit thing. I've ended up turning that into a video. So it's... Oh, Fanny.
Fanny.
Good news. Good news, everyone. Fanny. Okay, I officially have more respect for the Queen than you do. I mean, what is respect?
I don't know. I don't know her. She's just some old biddy that lives in a big house to me.
But do you know what I do about people that I have no respect for? I don't fucking talk about them whatsoever. I don't make fun of them. I don't do anything. I just Completely ignore them. Even the people I cover, there's a sort of implied respect. Even if they're a fucking moron, I'm giving them the respect of a response. People that I don't like, I just don't talk to at all.
Queen by day, assassin by night.
Queen Assassin. The royal family of parasites, just like that one I have under my finger. We should cut both off. Like I said, apparently, they are worth more as... The thing is, like, we could cut them off and they'd probably still make for a reasonable... People would come and see them, and that'd be how they make their scratch. And that would still add to tourism. But, I mean, if I were them and I got cut off and I knew that the tourism... I would just move to a different country and say, give them the tourism.
I'm just thinking, right? Think of all of the UK, right? And you're a foreigner from, like, Japan or whatever.
A foreigner from Japan.
Right. And then you're like, I want to go over to the UK. What would you go for?
I don't know.
You go to London, of course you would. But why would you go to London? Because the Queen's there.
I don't know. I don't really think about going to other places.
She's a big reason why people come to the country. And
yeah. I keep getting weird religious ads about how we should save the children from the evils of masturbation. I'm a girl, so Google thinks I'm a mother, and those ads are targeted at mothers?
Most of the ads that I get are either mental health related, losing weight related, and probably do like recipes and stuff as well, or personality tests for some fucking reason. I get some really weird stuff sometimes, though.
I forgot about the Prince Philip stuff.
Oh god, the memes of Prince.
Well, there's two big memes going around at the moment. There's Prince Philip and there's fucking Suez Canal. Yeah. Which is... I don't understand how that's lasted for even a day. I mean, okay, obviously I don't understand the logistics of moving a great big fucking thing. But surely you send just every fucking truck in the country to go knock it straight.
They send one bulldozer, like one digger, to try and dig it.
Is that what they... One? Oh, fuck me.
It's a picture of this tiny little digger next to the big freighter. And then, oh god, there's so many memes.
Oh, that's... that's so bad. Big Ben, Parliament and the Queen is how UK is advertised to USA for tourism. Yeah, pretty much. Big Ben is so uninteresting.
It's a fucking clock.
It's not a clock, it's a bell. That's all it is. The clock tower, I can't remember what the clock tower is called, but Big Ben is the bell.
Yeah, but the thing is collectively called that, though.
I don't think it is.
It's Westminster Tower, isn't it? Something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but it's still...
Everyone calls it Big Ben, but that's wrong, and I'm pedantic. I like being pedantic. It gives me...
Yeah, we should put Tusk on display for the UK tourism. That would work.
Fuck knows.
He just sits there holding it with his finger pointing up. And people go, ooh, and take pictures.
And if you pay extra, you can come and sniff it. So Buckingham Palace is just one big Renaissance fair tourist trap. Come see the old biddy trying to remain relevant.
You don't even see it, that's the thing. You come and look at the buildings.
Yeah, you don't... That's the thing, that's a big part of why I don't get it. Like, people come see the Beefeaters stood outside with their big fucking hats. And
try and make them laugh, yeah.
Yeah, the Royal Guard. And that's probably... Like, really, you should be selling them on that. They should just guard a big fucking empty warehouse. For all that it matters. Have you seen Suez? They only have camels. Surely there's some kicking about at a fucking work site somewhere. Everywhere's got some amount of development going on. No matter how poor it is, there's some rich person exploiting the area.
All they could spare was one tiny digger.
One tiny digger. Turns out that if you look really close, it's actually like a Tonka truck.
Oh my god.
It's even smaller than it looks. It's a remote control one. just one of the kids. One of the kids is someone who works there. 200,000 metric tons demands a lot of camels. So, what, 7? I reckon we could squeeze together 7 camels.
I love the memes where it's just like, why don't you just turn it that way? And then it'd be okay. But it must be really difficult to steer something that fucking big.
Who's supposed to be like pretty hard?
Or like Steven
Seagal.
Seagal.
Like, oh my god, send Steven Seagal to go and kick it. He's like, Steven Seagal is a fucking strange one. Like, he buys into his own hype and it's amazing. Either that or he is just the most, like, secretly sarcastic motherfucker on the face of the planet. Oh. Like,
Yeah, my dad said, even in, like, the 80s and 90s and stuff, he said,
he was a joke.
He was such an arrogant cock.
I don't think Steven Seagal's ever not been a bit of a joke.
No.
Because he's not even in good films.
He goes off and tells people how he's like, he's got like a black belt and that he kicked their ass and shit like that. He's a fucking knobhead.
Oh, he's really fat now, anyway. Is there actually a good Steven Seagal movie? Like, not ironically funny good, but like unironically entertaining and decent action, or are they all just trash? I don't know. I'm not even sure if I've ever seen a Steven Seagal movie.
I think I've seen like one.
I feel like I have seen one.
I have no idea what
but
it was though.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what it was. It was that memorable. I can see him doing action stuff and acting like he's tough. But no.
Oh, God.
I saw someone saying that the Suez Canal was all part of the plan to liberate the children. Q crazy is a fucking... Yeah, Q... Oh my god, QAnon is a fucking... It's a whole other thing. It's really interesting to see just some of the shit they've come up with.
You come up, right, let's think of the most craziest fucking shit ever. It's like, oh, well, the Suez Canal thing was... they were actually carrying boxes of spiders and they were planning to invade Russia. And it's just like... Yeah, they just make shit up. There
was a thing when Joe Biden was going to be going into the White House where the QAnoners genuinely believed that Trump was going to turn up with the army or something and arrest him and take him away and then take his rightful place. Like, you have to be actually crazy to think that that's even remotely what's going to happen. Out of their fucking minds, some of these people. But unfortunately, they don't seem to make, like, worthwhile YouTube videos, because I've never fucking seen one. I would love to cover... I keep getting shit from people for not covering them. Find me a video. I would be happy to, but I've never seen one that was, like, good fit for me. Who remembers the Steven Seagal emotion chart meme? I don't think I ever saw that one, but I can imagine it, and it's probably a thing of beauty. I knew a guy in the 90s paid $1,000 an hour of training from him, and he said it was the biggest jerk he ever met in his life. Only he said more than jerk. Did it start with C?
There you go.
Okay. Alright, that's cute. That's similar to the... Keanu Reeves used to get a lot of shit for being a bad actor, but now everybody just likes him, so he is still not that good an actor, but we just like him. But the meme, I don't know if there was a meme of it, but I used to do my Keanu Reeves impression, which was him going through his range of emotions, and it's like, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm horny, I'm goofy, because the one thing he could do other than straight face is fucking, was he Bill or Ted? I can never remember which one's which. But his Bill and Ted character was a, wow, dude, who Donnie is mostly based on. Ah. I always wonder how there are still cute people after about. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, just being completely delusional, I guess, is the only way. Bill and Ted is superb. No joke, his best acting. I mean, it's his most unique role. I've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey and the new one. And apparently the new one's quite good, but I haven't watched it yet. But I acquired it off of the internet via totally legal means, and I plan on watching it at some point. Back in the 90s, I was in a famous TV show. Oh man, I really like BoJack Horseman. That's a fucking great show.
Oh, Tom Hardy is gorgeous.
Tom Hardy's really good.
Oh yeah.
Tom Hardy is very, very entertaining as an actor. What's his name as his character in Peaky Blinders?
I can't remember. It's so long ago.
But yeah, he plays this sort of Jewish mob boss in Peaky Blinders, and he is intense.
He's great.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's because I'm attracted to bad guy things.
He's got this very thick London accent, and he's just like, he fucks with people. And he's like, one of the Peaky Blinder brothers is like found God, and he's like, I'll fucking kill anyone. He says, yeah, look at that. Now that scares me. And it's just so fucking, he's so intimidating. I really like it. One thing I don't like about that character, though, is he's clearly got some sort of disease because he's got weird scabs on his body, and it's kind of gross to look at. But other than that, I mean, that's part of the character, so you can't help it. Glad you got the reference. Hey, I'm a man of culture. Yeah, he is a bad actor, but from what I can tell, he's just a good dude. And that's the thing. You could probably, if you manage to get yourself famous enough, but just be like a really nice bloke, I think people would just watch things with you in. As long as your performance wasn't completely dire, you could just be not that good.
Alfie, that's it.
Alfie. Yeah, Solomon. He is so fucking good. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
There's a new season of that, though, and I'm a bit upset because I can't imagine it making any sense. But I need to watch it anyway.
You're going to have to watch it all again.
Don't you say that.
Quick sticks.
If you want fucking words, you fucking pay for the words.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, this isn't a fucking charity. This isn't word charity.
What culture is the question, though? What?
I have no fucking idea. There you go. That's the question. John Wick director is why there is a Keanu. Is that supposed to be like a renaissance, but with Keanu? Keanu-sance. The thing is, we watched John Wick and we don't rate it.
It's okay.
It's really fucking boring.
It's
way too long.
It's really fucking long. The fight scenes are fantastic.
They're pretty cool.
The fight scenes are pretty good, but everything else is boring as shit.
Yeah.
The premise is really fucking weak.
It goes on for about half an hour too long.
The acting is just the acting.
Yeah. And yeah, it's cute that the basic whole premise of it is that some fucker's killed his dog. That's pretty cool, but yeah. I've seen, hello mate, recently found your channel. Fucking great, blood. You're welcome. I did it on purpose just for you. It took a few years, but finally you're here. What do you think about Brad Pitt in Snatch? I like Brad Pitt in Snatch. I mean, people go, oh, it's not a convincing... It's not supposed to be a convincing Irish accent. It's supposed to be a pikey accent. And I think it works. Because it's not English, and it's not Irish. It's just pikey. You just can't tell what the fuck they're saying. They talk so fast that you don't really know what's going on, and before you know it, you've agreed to buy a broken caravan. And then you get your mate into a fight with a guy who's harder than a coffin nail because you haven't realised what the fuck you're doing. Tommy, you stupid cunt. Who took the jam out of your donut? You took the jam out of my donut, Tommy. You did. I could quote that film all fucking day.
It's mainly Bricktop at you.
Oh, fucking Bricktop. And if anybody likes Snatch and likes Star Wars and has never seen Snatch Wars, it is one of the best things on the internet. I've put scenes of it in my videos because I fucking love it that much. Basically, Darth Vader with Bricktop's voice. It's fucking horror show scary. It's brilliant. What you got to do with a body is chop it up into pieces, and then I hear the best thing to do is to feed them to pigs. That actor is great. He used to be in a show called Armando Iannucci's Comedy Product, and he's standing at the end of this hall filled with people, and he's got like a spreadsheet behind him. He goes, I want to see gross domestic income increase over the next fiscal year by 25%, or I'll fucking kill you. And then he walks off. He gets like a weird little round of applause. He says, thank you to our motivational gangster for that harrowing speech. Do you know what Nemesis means? Fucking hell. That is such a... Like, my mum doesn't like Guy Ritchie films, and it makes me sad because they're so fun. It's weird. I used to try and...
I think you introduced me to Snatch as well. And I think after I watched it, where has this been all my life? It's really fucking good.
Like, it's not... I don't know, but I used to try and get...
I don't know. It's like comfort food to watch. It's great.
Lock, Stock is good as well. That's 5 times a Bisto I won't get back. Say it.
Fuck's sake. That's 5 tubs of Bisto I won't get back.
No, what did he want you to say earlier?
Yeah, I'm not saying that what I said earlier.
I could get a Bisto for that. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to be specific with exactly what you want said. I don't know.
I think he just really wants me to say Bisto.
I thought he wanted you to say something else earlier.
Yeah, he did, but I'm not saying that.
What was it?
I'm not saying.
Where was it?
Because I swear, he goes back through these recordings and picks out words that he wants, and he's going to make something
Eventually, there's just there we go. Okay, I know what he wanted you to say, but yeah, if that's very specific, yeah. She did it for fuck's sake about me saying that it was worth money, and now she's like, well, I'm not going to say the thing you didn't tell me to say, you motherfucker. The pigs work. You just have to have someone to pick up the teeth and have them count them. Ooh. Well, I mean, I don't know, man.
You lost your chance, Quick Sticks. You could have put it in the last message, but you didn't.
Oh, ultra-capitalist. Jesus. Is everyone else going to say that as well?
Oh, God.
Oh, just like Demon Orb. Gravy.
Gravy.
I was born just down the road from Alan Ford, Bricktop. Okay? And did he ever try to feed you to pigs? I need to know for science, trying to rob me blind. Hey, you know the rules of the Sir Sick Chat and Super Chats are very specific and very exploitative on purpose because fuck it, why not? It's $20 for a wrench or a moderation thing. You use it, you lose it, and if you want Mr. Sick to say words, you have to pay for them and you have to say which ones you want said. Oh. There's Streamlabs as well, but Streamlabs is confusing. And I always forget that it exists, even though it's what I use to stream off of.
Yeah, Duck Dog. God, that is really tiny.
It says, here's 5 freedom bucks to tell Commie in Space to go fuck his own hat. That's nice. I like that. Oh, Apologies. Very burpy today. Oh, speaking of burpy, Jesus. I got a bit pissed on Saturday night.
Oh, right. I thought you meant the exercise.
Which exercise?
Burpees.
Oh, no, I don't do exercise.
No, the kids do that. They can do the exercise for me.
Oh, fucking hell, the kids are crazy when it comes to exercisey stuff.
They love exercise.
They just run in the room. I'll be like working on my laptop or something, and one of them will just run in the room and just start doing fucking star jumps at me, like almost in a T-pose to assert dominance kind of way. Sorry, I just need to get my energy out. It's like, Jesus Christ. If only we could just sort of harness that power for good instead of evil.
You know, treadmill. I want to hook it up to like the grid and start getting money back.
What, of the kids?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Using like hamster wheels thing.
My roast beef will be dry tonight. Because you used all his gravy money. Well, what are you doing eating roast beef on a fucking Monday, you fucking heathen? If you'd have said chips. Like, you can have gravy on things other than roast beef in the midweek.
Spicy chicken with salad in a pita bread.
Yeah, we've been eating spicy chicken with salad in a pita bread recently. We call it spicy chicken with salad in a pita bread. Were you fed onions today? I was fed onion today.
Greetings from
But that doesn't stop me from burping. No onion wouldn't prevent me from being a belchy boy.
Hello, Glen Abbey Farms. I'm
very gassy. That was the least come out of an elf with a golden ass at moon. What the fuck? Seems the subtitles are fitness freaks. They spell burpee, the annoyingly difficult exercise. Yeah, fuck burpees. Lie on the floor, climb up to your feet and get back down again. No, fuck that shit. My exercises do absolutely piss all. Winner. I do like the mayonnaise and chips. Jesus Christ.
I like the caption.
Probably why I'm fat.
The caption things on YouTube are fantastic because they always tend to get my accent a little bit wrong.
Weird hybrid accent of Irish, Scottish, German, Russian. Oh my god.
Oh god, that's a lot of powerful languages in there.
I just imagine static comes out of your mouth. How are you doing today, Nova? Really? That's fascinating. How does that work? Wow. Thanks for the random monies on an iPhone, because that's the weird thing that it does.
Thank you, none of your business.
Oh, apparently it was retracted rather than actually said anything. Or did they retract the no message? Don't the Belgians have chips, mayo and gravy? That sounds fucking amazing. I mean, you get some thick bisto. You make it like sort of 4 times the consistency it's supposed to be.
Oh, I do like onions.
Not a fan.
Red onions are amazing. And so I like spring onions as well.
And rusty spoons. Oh, God. Belchy. Oh. We have poutine and gravy. Chips, gravy, and cheese. Which kind of gravy? Like, do you have brown meat stock gravy or that weird white gravy that the Americans have?
I mean, that's not gravy.
That's not gravy.
That's just white sauce.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but it ain't gravy.
No, that's like... Isn't that like cornflour-based sauce or something?
I don't fucking know. But, yeah. I'm just... I'll say I like rusty...
I like rusty spoons.
I like rusty spoons. Oh, fucking hell. Is it okay to enslave someone if they ask you to, asking for a friend? I mean, is it slavery at that point?
If it's consent, then...
Does it really count?
Yeah.
Beef brown gravy. Good. And on that important note, sausage gravy. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. On that important note, we're going to end this stream because I've got shit to do. But it's been fun, as always, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye!